Cheers, guys.
Hello guys,
So welcome back.
welcome back to the L.W.T.O fam.
Our trademark.
Yeah.
I love when she says it. Anyway.
Because people must just catch this phrase, like the L.W.T.O. You guys just have to catch it.
Okay, so guys, today we'll be talking about raising kids. Interesting questions, interesting comments. A lot of questions have been thrown our way regarding how to raise kids in Poland. And truth be told, there are a lot to be said, and hopefully we'll cover a whole lot of questions. And anything we don't cover, please let us know in the comment section. Whatever we remember, we'll tag it to a second video or something else. Okay, so without further ado, we'll just dive into the whole thing.
Benefits of you raising your child in Poland if you have your kid on the territory of Poland. I will put up a link to the benefits of being pregnant also, so you get to see that. And when you have your kids in Poland, you have the benefit of plus 500. That is a monthly stipend that is paid to you for the upbringing of the child in Poland. So that is one benefit of raising your kid in Poland.
Yeah, it's a very, very good venture that the government delved into to help people. And actually, I think it was done to promote childbirth and all that. So it's a good thing. It's an added source of income to what you would have here. Also, one benefit is reduced prices or fares on public transport. Okay, if you're a family with kids, you get a reduced fare. They call it ulgovi. Okay, the same fare elderly people get on their own, you get it for having kids in your family. Also in shopping malls, you have discounts if you have a family of a specific amount of people.
Yeah, there's some stores like I think in Lidl there's a card, the family card.
Exactly.
All that.
So that's another benefit of having kids in Poland.
Benefit of raising kids in Poland is you get a full-time paid maternity leave and also paternity leave. If you have your kids.
So with the maternity leave, I think she talked about it. But with the paternity leave, you have 2 weeks, and you can choose to use 2 calendar weeks. Okay, not 2 weeks. So 2 calendar weeks, and you can choose to take the whole 2 weeks. You can split it into 1 week at a particular time and another week another time. So it's
raising kids in Poland is quite different from Nigeria. You know, when your kid is sick in Nigeria, because as we always mention, we're Nigerians, so we can only speak based on the fact of what is happening in Nigeria. Okay, we had Zeb when we were in Nigeria, and if Zeb had a cold or he had stuffy nose or something was wrong with him, I could always just walk into a pharmacy and speak to the pharmacist there and explain the symptoms or maybe just run a test. But yeah, it's not possible for you to just go and get off the counter drugs. You have to see a doctor as long as the kid is below 3. I think from 3 there are some off the counter drugs you can actually get. The only of the counter drugs you can get for kids below 3 is like maybe like vitamins.
So here you have over the counter drugs which you can get without a prescription. It's allowed, and then the ones that require prescription, unfortunately, you can't get without a doctor's prescription. No pharmacist will give you. Difference in Nigeria is pharmacists have the license to prescribe and give you drugs. So it's not like it's an illegal system, but they will give you those drugs that you require, okay, knowing what your child has. If you come with a doctor's report, that's even better. You have a test. Yeah. But some of them will even recommend that you go and do a test and bring it to them, okay?
Okay, and that will lead us to noise disturbance in raising kids.
Okay, so noise disturbance with raising kids, there are 2 sides to it, okay? And this will lead, you guys might ask yourself while we're talking about noise, okay, and what does it do in relation to having kids, okay? Yes, it's important. And we're going to divide it into 2 parts. There's the benefit and the negative part. However, I'm going to first portray a story, put out a story. In apartment buildings, if you make noise to a certain time frame, like 10 o'clock, you can't make noise to disturb your neighbors. So you can have a party, except of course you have good neighbors and you've spoken to them about it. So they can call the police to come and tell you to quiet down. But with kids, I mean, if you have kids, they give you that, at least that freedom to, okay, fine, this person.
Your kids can cry at night because they know they are kids, and maybe like you have an infant can just go around to him and start screaming.
Because
toddler can be sleeping and maybe had nightmare or
exactly
trying train the child to sleep in their own room,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Why?
And this led us to the preferential treatment you get with a family in Poland.
Oh yes, being parents in Poland to kids, young children, you have a lot of advantages in various aspects in life. Okay, to going into this bus, for example, people are sitting in buses, so it's filled up.
Even the train, everywhere.
Yeah, they even on the train, even in on queues, they see you with kids, young children. I mean, even you're pregnant, just having the fact that you're already with child, okay, they give you that preferential treatment to do that. So they are really sensitive to families over the single individual people, even at work. I'm sorry, but they do that, okay? They give you in your shifts and how you work, they kind of give preferential treatment to people who are parents of children if they don't put you to do certain activities as they would a young individual, okay? Okay, so with that being said and saying all the positive things, of course there are disadvantages, okay? So one major thing with raising kids in Poland will be trying to get help to raise your kids if you are occupied to do jobs here and there. So as a family, raising kids for workers,
it's quite stressful.
It's quite stressful. It's not cheap as compared to Nigeria, where you could get cheap labor or someone who will take care, and family members are always eager to help if and when they can. So I think that's one thing we must put out there for people who intend to come here without any form of support.
And also, if you have like infants and toddlers taking them to school, it's not so cheap because most of these schools are private and the cost is actually quite pricey based on where you're staying. I think someone once asked us a question of how much will it cost them to put their kids in school. Honestly, public schools are there, but it's difficult to get into the public schools. Like, it's quite difficult. So the private ones, and it's expensive.
One of the main things you will need to know as raising kids in Poland is discipline.
Yeah.
And very, very famous saying, spare the rod
and spoil the child. Praise Jesus.
Praise Jesus. Her mother's best phrase when she was growing up, okay? Bringing out the kind of whoop-ass isn't something we do here. Now, I'm not saying that in Nigeria, of course, you beat children anyhow, sparingly and all that. No. But it is a way of discipline, okay? In public, we are not afraid of taking our hands and spanking our kids on the butt or, pulling their ears in public. Here, you're a bit reserved to do that, okay? So that's one of the things you will need to know or understand when you're in Poland. You don't do that in public. Okay,
now to the next one, raising kids in Poland. This one.
And I know where she's going to, and I can tell because of her expression and because we are able to compare.
Yeah. Now, we have two boys and we had Zeph in Nigeria, so circumcision was something for us. After I had Zane, and up to now, I haven't circumcised my son. So circumcision is not a culture for them. So I totally understand. We actually got doctor's reports and I got a referral, but of course, they said there was nothing wrong with him, so they can't circumcise him until he's like older.
Yeah, so you go to see a urologist, okay? And if there isn't any problem with his parts, okay, there is nothing they can do. Okay, if you're older, they can, but then that is plastic surgery. It's different. So, and of course, when you say plastic surgery, you're talking about extra expense. Okay.
So, if you're coming to Poland and you want to raise your kids in Poland, and you have a son and you have a boy in Poland, just have it behind your mind that circumcision is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I've tried. And if you're watching this video and you know somewhere I can circumcise my second son, please kindly leave it in the comment section. Send me an email, send me a message on Instagram. I'll be really happy.
Yeah, because to add to that, we had a doctor friend who told us that they do this thing. But we've tried. In all fairness, we tried. Even with his assistance, we tried it.
So please, if you know of any other place, let us know, because it's something that bothers me a lot. And that being said, I think that's all from us. If you want more elaboration on how we are raising our kids in Poland, we try to make a vlog on how we live a day in our life as parents to an infant and a toddler. Do enjoy the rest of your day, and don't forget to like this video, share and subscribe. Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
With rearing, how do we relate it to having kids? Okay,
She's doing very good.
to start again, I like.